Hello and welcome to another scene for the Living World of Darkness, Changeling the Dreaming 20th Anniversary Edition venue set in the Kingdom of Apples in New York City. Today's scene takes place in Brooklyn. There have been a series of deaths that have left bodies completely drained of glamour, leaving only behind the cold stench of banality and rot. All of these victims, lovely, beautiful, and dead as a doornail in this nightmare-ridden time. This has drawn the concern of several individuals, one of which is William Black, concerned council member and citizen of Brooklyn. He investigates. Please tell me what you're doing.
William is entering this bar. He has a leather jacket on. His hair is like in the photo. He's wearing very nice today. He prepared himself for this. And he
Hold on 1 second.
no problem, no problem.
Yeah, so that was fun. Had to go and chastise my oldest one for whapping the baby. So, anyways, the Fabulous Rose is the name of this bar. When you enter, it's a very sterile looking place. Lots of chrome, lots of brass. The wood is polished and very clean. At the back of the bar is a stage. There's nobody on it at the moment because it's not quite time for shows. Like the bar is open, but for the most part, just the drunken, barely cognizant regulars are in the bar. And behind the bar, a bartender, a very lanky individual. He does have a fey mane, but you can't quite place what he is. Just
William
okay, go ahead.
looks around and he slowly goes towards the bar and he sits.
The bartender turns and gives a razor sharp smile to William.
Is it like very razor sharp? Like
Yes, like,
the teeth are like very pointy?
but yes.
Red cap. At least I guess it's a red cap.
His very long fingernails just sort of gently tap on the bar as he slides over to where William is. Haven't seen you around before. What's your poison?
I will have a beer. He extends a hand. Name is William.
And he gives a almost limp handshake. Nice to meet you, William. The name is Oliver.
Hello, Oliver. William is surprised. Usually people know him before he met with them. You new around here?
Been here all my life.
Okay.
What can I do for you? He says as he starts to clean a beer mug. And he points.
Talk. I love stranger company of strangers.
Lots of people come here to drown their sorrows, he says as he pours William a beer from the tap and slides it in front of him.
Me, Maurice?
Can't say I ever heard of him.
You say you were here all your life, but you don't know about Maurice.
We probably traveled in different circles.
Now, what kind of circles you traveled in?
I like to keep myself unassuming without creating too many waves.
I understand. You know what's going on in Brooklyn now?
He gives a tilt of his head. Can't say I do. What's going on in Brooklyn?
Whole change. Now Isidore is gone. You not heard about that?
Isidore. Huh. One of those she fellows, right?
Yes.
They come and go all the time. Seems they made a habit of it at some point.
Liam smiles. Is there any role I can make to understand what this guy is?
What lores do you have?
Changeling lore and troll lore and a couple grammar dots. Does he look like something else?
There are things that look kind of red capish, but there are things that are definitely not. Instead of like the rough, like built to brawl frame, because red caps tend to be stockier. This guy is very lanky, very slender frame, looks almost stretched out, and his skin looks almost pulled tight. Instead of a dark leathery hue, it's almost chalky white.
Okay.
He's dressed like he is, by the way, with the red suit as well.
Never seen something like you guy before.
I guess you just don't get around very much, William.
Don't. Sadly, I don't. Have you seen this girl before? He shows a photo.
And he looks at the photo. I can't say that I recognize her, but people come and go. We have a pretty rowdy crowd in the evenings.
I'm gonna roll perception empty at that shit.
Okay.
My difficulty is fucking 8. I got 1 success.
Doesn't seem to be lying that he does not recognize her.
She passed recently. In a very bad way. In a very bad way that actually took my attention.
Huh.
Yeah.
Please. Enlighten me.
She died very cold.
Somebody stuck her in a freezer, or
No, other ways. It is something to her. You know, you're an old guy. You probably heard about those ways.
I'm afraid I don't go about things the way most of you lovely individuals do.
How do you go?
Oh, don't want to spoil the mystery. We've just met. Gotta keep some of the magic alive.
I understand. But is there any way that I might open your remembrance a bit more regarding this lady?
And he looks at it again. The thing is, during these troubling times, it's just so hard to jog your memory. The old noodle just ain't what it used to be.
Yeah. So how can we open that memory? William's asking basically like, do you want money?
No, your money's no good here. Well, except for the beer. That'll be $2.50.
He pays $2.50.
He'll shove the money in his pocket. No. I find that I'm a little hungrier these days than I have been in a long, long time. Being hungry makes me feel a little twitchy.
What kind of hunger we're talking about, man?
I need changeling flesh. Cathane.
Huh? He's like, what?
You give me a pound of flesh, doesn't have to be yours, and I'll help you find your person of interest.
Okay, just a second. Talk with a friend. He's into that kind of stuff. I will talk with a friend. He's into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He slowly goes outside
Mm-hmm.
and texts Leon.
All right. What's he texting?
He texts like, I found the place that the girl went last night. One of the dead girls. There's something that looks creepy and like a changeling. And he just told me if I give him a changeling flesh, he may tell me what's going on.
Leon sends a text back that says, "Do not bargain with devils. Burn that place to the ground if you have to, but do not make a bargain with him."
He nods to the phone and says thank you. And then he comes in again to the bar, slowly sits down. Yeah, my friend is not into that thing, I guess.
I find it's an acquired taste.
Just a second, somebody's calling me. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
William sits down
Mm-hmm.
and he says again, "My friend seems not to be interested in that kind of stuff."
What a shame for him.
Yeah, he is such a guy who is into kinks. He likes potting people.
He likes, what was that?
Never mind. So, he got a situation actually, which is very bad. Um, I wish, as William says, like, in a very weird way, that I can give you what you want, but I can't. But for the collective good and for your and my safety and everyone's safety, I need this information. Now, before you say no, hear me out. How long do you think, if this shit continues, there won't be less people who will come in? People who has other agendas who understand there's something weird going on.
Well, somebody always picks up on clues.
Yes. So that surely someone will come here again.
Do I
How
look
long? Go on.
do I look like a young man,
No,
William?
you don't.
And he gives that razor sharp smile again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the best way of handling things, man. Especially when an investigator comes in. Usually they're alone and don't work with people. They don't have people around. They don't talk. What happens when I send someone to investigate this place and that guy doesn't come back?
Send who you want.
I'm not saying I will send some people. I say others may. Therefore, I need the information that you. I need the information.
Information I don't have, I'm afraid.
You said that you do have information.
I said I could possibly jog my memory if you could
I
provide, but it seems as though you've failed to provide. And my memory is just a foggy, foggy son of a bitch.
What other ways you can jog your memory?
I'm afraid I have a very narrow window for negotiation.
Okay. That's nice. I guess I will have to go back and tell the Count that you have a very narrow memory.
Feel free to tell the little kitty cat whatever it is you want to tell him.
You really want his guards to come in here and jog your memory?
I'm not afraid of his guards.
You ask for something that is very hard to find.
On the contrary, you and your kind seem to be all over the damn place these days. Swear you can't swing a dead cat without hearing about somebody tossing up somebody else's toy box and everybody getting all upset about it. All I asked was for a pound of flesh. It's not like I asked for something from one of those noble sorts. Like, what's her face? The little noble who was singing her heart out the other day.
She came here as well?
No. I doubt she'd be seen slumming it.
You ask for a flesh.
I prefer something in a liver or a kidney.
Yeah. You prefer a lot of those things? As he looks him in the eye?
And he smiles enough to keep me sated. And as he says this, he points to the corner of his bar, like up in the corner.
Mhm.
And if you look, you'll notice that there are actually security cameras, which he's indicating, like, yes, I'm telling you this, but if you decide to kick my ass, someone's watching.
As a council member of Brooklyn, we do not tolerate unwilling things. If I start seeing dead bodies of changelings, I don't know what I will look into. Do you keep their memories? The security cameras from that day?
You know, I think I may have deleted them.
Let him take a deep breath. I don't think you did. I need to look into those things.
Well, I don't see a warrant, Mr. Council Member of Brooklyn.
Are you sure you want to do this way? Where you were acting a bit weird to me and I'm just trying to, find a guilty person?
I'm not acting weird. I simply tried to strike a bargain with you.
The
You're the
bargain
one
you
who's
ask is against the rules. I can't hurt people. I don't know. I don't think I will find a willing person to give you a flesh. So you're asking for impossible things.
hardly
Which is
impossible.
hardly impossible. How?
Well, if you can't find a willing volunteer, you could always give me your kidney.
And my friends will find out what's going to happen?
Will they?
I don't know. I will be dead probably.
I promise. I'll be gentle.
I wish to check those cameras.
Well, I've given you my price. So if you wish, unless you're mistaking me for some sort of genie, I think we're at a stalemate.
We are. We really are. That's very sad. I'm just thinking.
Say, Amachan's thinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking, should I give my kidney to him?
It's up to
I have
you.
I have common sense.
You have you do have two kidneys, but it is generally not recommended that you arbitrarily give one up, common sense wise.
Yeah.
But I mean, you do know people with spring. I don't know. I can't exactly say it's like, yeah, just give them your kidney. It should not be one of those things like, fuck yeah, YOLO solo kidneys. So,
Where are we gonna do the interaction with the kidney?
I have a room in the back.
William was thinking, let's go upstairs, and then was gonna tell him like, no, we're not doing this.
So he's not going to go?
No,
Or
he's
what
not
is
gonna
he?
go back. He's gonna say, he's gonna do what William does, which is like, acting like a leader. I understand that you want to have certain things, which is very sad that I can't provide them. At the same time, it's very sad that someone who is openly asking these things to someone like me, and these things, gets around, and people usually will ask you to leave. We don't do those things in Brooklyn. As long as you're not hurting anybody, you're not doing some crazy stuff, you're fine. But you openly talk about these things and they will get out. Now, I can't say anything weird, or I can't say, hey, let's keep this guy if you're not helping me. Now, your situation may be very turn into a bad scale if people hears that you're asking for these stuff. They don't protect a lot of people who actually eat kidneys. Oh, so like red caps.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a red cap, but he's still like an action that is against the norm most of the time. If a red cap is found eating human or something like that, they usually get outed immediately by other red caps as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he's basically saying, like if you're not hurting anybody, that's fine to me. But if people hears what you're doing here, they're gonna get mad and probably ask you to fuck off. And William says, I don't want to kick people out of their places if they're not hurting anybody. We can keep ask people what they want and they can ask people what they want, and if they're willing, I can't say no to that. But if people hears that you're doing this thing, it's going to be bad. Now I can say one thing, which is he helped us in the past. That might be very favorable.
Where did my brother's bells go?
Do you want me to roll a charisma or something leadership?
I'm trying to think. I'm not entirely sure that this guy is going to be led by you.
Okay.
One moment. Just. Yeah. I mean, You're going to be rolling at a difficulty like 10. And you can't spend willpower for this.
Okay. Charisma?
Uh, intimidation. It would be a manipulation, sorry.
Two successes.
At 10?
Yeah. Not 10, 10, 9, 9.
Jesus. He ponders this for a moment, what you're saying. He's not going to be, he's not like, oh, yes, Mr. Black. But
Let me kiss your ass, Mr. Black.
yeah. You think that, oh, I should probably roll his willpower, actually. Hold on, before I. I think Defender takes it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But anyways, it was a good try.
Thank you.
But no, he just sort of gives you a look. Mr. Black, would you like to meet my regulars? And as he says, Lord Regulars, you hear like some of the people that were kind of drunkenly slumped along the bar, kind of nursing their drinks, pick up their head. One of them looks trollish, but off.
Mm-hmm.
He's huge. Oh, this guy giving you trouble? No trouble yet, Moose. The creature called Moose just cracks his knuckles and then cracks his jaw. I smash him if he does. Then he goes back to nursing his drink.
Williams does this. A very large fucking wolf enters the.
As Kelgar enters, another individual kind of picks up his head. Fangs protrude. He looks almost Puka-esque.
Mm-hmm.
And that sort of like, there's some animal traits, but instead of like that cute and charming quality, it's like the worst aspects of animals. Just mouth turned and a snarl, jaws too wide as they open. Shining eyes catch the dim light of the bar. There's like a smell coming from him as well, very musky, very animal in need of a bath. Nice pooch, he says.
William looks this guy and bartender in the eye. Your regulars are lovely.
Like keep with like, Mr. Councilman.
Yeah. Yes. Next time someone intimidates me, there will be 10 guards arriving here. I don't like being intimidated when I'm in an official investigation. Especially by you. We don't do things in the other guys' ways, but we take things seriously, and this is a serious matter. I won't ask again. I'm trying to be nice as much as I can, and I understand that you are a nice guy.
Oh, I'm anything but a nice guy.
Yes, whatever. But there's 6 guys here. Bunch of them are getting very. Bunch of them looks like very hungry to glamour. So do you. And guess what? There was a person who came here and died. Reduced all the glamour on her body. What does this tell me? Nothing. Yet. And please lead the way and show me the camera footages. Or I can go back, talk with the council, and come back with some other guards and look. for more. Well,
You
how would
go.
you like to do this? Good way or the nice way? Because I am getting to my level of not being nice. I'm trying to be someone who's nice to you, but you are being that, you know, creepy and bad, both at the same time to me. And that's not really nice. I'm trying really my best. I wanna make sure, folks like you don't get shit on for maybe the shit that they didn't do. But if this verse comes out that baby died in your bar, I'm sorry, man. People are start going to talk, and guess what? You will have to do something about it. And I'm sure you don't want to do that, right? Your regulars are here. You're earning money. They're having fun. Who wants to break fun? Help me, and guess what? Your problems will be end.
Are you proposing a bargain for my safety?
I'm not. I'm proposing. How do I say this? I'm asking for help in investigation. That's actually in your benefit. This is not a proposal. Actually, this is sadly a good request for a willing person to help others. But now,
You,
here is the problem. Shut up. Here's the problem. The more you actually reject me, the more this shit is gonna get bigger because we're gonna get suspicious and it's gonna go to some other people. And those people are gonna tell us that investigate more because this shit looks creepy. And guess what? They look shady. So if you're not shady and if you didn't do anything, help the locals so we can find who does it. Or don't, and I will talk with those people who are upper than us, who you claim not fearing.
Mr. Black, let's have a conversation. This girl, he says, and he taps a sharp fingernail on the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Was she missing a kidney? Or any of her other organs?
No.
Well then, it doesn't seem like it was my handiwork, does it?
William smiles and says, "Yeah, you totally don't need any glamour, man. Who needs glamour anyway, right? It's an old shit."
He pinches the bridge of his nose. Do they teach you nothing anymore? I don't do things the way you do things.
Tell me how you do things.
He just shakes his head. I eat organs, William.
Nice.
Was this woman in any way physically compromised?
No. As far
Then
as
it
I
is
know.
not my doing. Look at these lovely individuals. Do either of them seem like they would be able to pull off something that leaves no mark?
No
See,
idea.
he looks at Moose and the other guy.
They look like a bunch of fuckers who would like who are
they
not
would
that clever.
no, not clever, and definitely the sort that leave a mark unintentionally.
Okay. It still would be very nice if you just helped us. You will keep that in mind that you helped us willy nilly and wanting to help.
You know who wouldn't take too kindly to you working with us?
Who?
The pretty boy in Manhattan and his wife.
Why?
They don't take too kindly to my kind.
I'm not working with you. I'm actually. You are just telling me who may have. You're just seeing something. William now understands what they are a bit because Alice told him there are like I think they're Ghislaine or nightmare creatures.
That's Thelaine.
Talaine, they're Talaine.
So I don't think the respectable likes of you will honor any sort of bargain in which we try and save our own necks.
I don't understand OOC what he means.
He's saying he doesn't believe that a Cathane is going to help the Thelaine or like stand by anything he says to the Thelaine. Like, you help me and I'll say, he was helpful. Like, no.
If there comes a problem regarding your kind, I will make sure to say that you helped us in the past. I can't say no more or no less, but I can say they helped us in the past, and helping us finding a murderer, for some people, that comes with a lot of things.
Okay. Oh my God. Common sense.
Mm-hmm.
What do you roll for common sense?
You don't roll. You're just usually.
You just usually gonna.
Mm-hmm.
You should probably talk to somebody who knows a little bit about the Thelaine before making that kind of statement to them, because standing up for the Thelaine.
He doesn't stand up for the Tulane. That's why he says like I'm not gonna stand up for you. That's what he said.
Well, I mean, saying they helped us in the past, I mean, that is kind of standing up for them.
Hmm. Politically, it's a very bad thing to say. You say.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Roll me intelligence politics.
I got 3.
Most of the Cathane who know about the lane have a kill on sight policy.
Wait, really?
Yeah. If they know about them, that is their policy. Like, oh, you're a bunch of fucking nope.
Yeah, William will actually say this to Sam now. He's like, "Wow, I didn't know Brooklyn had a Tulane problem. How many of you guys are here?"
Not all of us.
It will be. William will say, "I will go outside and come back."
And he gives a shrug.
William will go away from the bar with Kelgar behind him.
Mm-hmm.
He will call Leon.
Okay.
Yo,
Hello.
These guys are tough. They're clever. They're not telling me anything. I told anything I can't say. Good old leader stuff, not working. They seem to have cameras in the bar, and the girl was here. They're pretty. They would hide it if they were one of them who did it. So I don't think one of them did it. At least that's what I think for now. But he knows he's in the advantage. He has the shit that we want.
Do you need what he has in order to solve this?
Well, I do, but with others I might not need. Someone with Kronos can come here and cast it, and we can just say, well, get used to it. See who took the girl, and see what happens from there.
Could have sworn I had suggested to apply matches liberally.
Huh?
You said that one of them wants a pound of flesh, something
Yes.
along those lines.
Yeah, he wants to, eat. What do you want? You want guards to take them in? These are Talain, I think.
They aren't afforded any sort of. Hold on just a second.
Mhm.
Un momento, por favor.
I'm here. I'm back. You're back as well, I hope.
I am almost back.
Okay.
Oh, 10-year-olds. Okay. Yeah. Basically, he says, could have sworn I told you to apply matches liberally. Somebody asking for a pound of flesh isn't exactly somebody afforded rights underneath the sheet. They aren't ours.
OOC. I think they are actually under the. Oh no, it's only for Catane, right?
Mm.
So like, he says like you can just kill them.
Mm-hmm.
There are cameras, Leon. Is he like? he's like, bro. Wow. Are
So
you okay?
And you hear like a heavy sigh from the other side of the phone.
Just send your 10 guards in one night and get them arrested for a while.
There are cameras, William.
I mean, we can. I'm sure you can find a way to delete them, but. We'll even look at the street and see if there's a camera on the street.
Perception alertness.
I hate you.
I know you do, honey.
I got like
Yes,
one.
there
There
are
are
several.
there are several cameras on the street as well, Leon. That's bad. That's bad news. They got us. These guys are not rookies. They know, they use the humanity to protect themselves. It seems.
I'd suggest getting out of there and coming back with backup. A brute squad if you need it.
Wait, what about the Kronos idea?
Do you know Kronos?
No, I know someone who has it. Maybe we can go there with that guy and check it out.
If you know somebody with Kronos, then come back or go back with the guy who knows Kronos.
Okay. That's what I would do. Um, what is your policy regarding them?
Give them cookies. Cake or death. Your choice.
Oh, see what that means.
You asked him a question. He said, give him cake or death, your choice. It's a not
I
so subtle way of
I would
saying death. Give them death.
I would like to know what is your takes a deep breath policy regarding these creatures,
My
which is not a
policy,
question.
my policy, Mr. Black, is to remove with extreme prejudice. They are not our cousins or our friends. Some of them need to eat us in order to live. This is not something that can be arranged.
I will talk with the council soon.
Do
It's
what you need
obvious.
to do, but yeah.
Obvious that Liam is not happy about that because it is killing someone without any.
Due process?
Yeah, they didn't do anything wrong as far as we know, and they all look like a bit fading.
No, none of them look faded. They just
Okay.
all were very drunk. Well,
Okay.
the bartender wasn't drunk.
Bartender wasn't drunk, but like I didn't see her pay me that much. So like this means that like he maybe William thinks like that means that they are
Oh, no, I just couldn't find something that looked like aghast.
I understand. Okay,
Yeah.
and we'll talk with the council again. His voice is not happy.
Mm-hmm. Please understand this, Councilman Black. They are no good for your governing, and they are no good for this county. If there are one of them, I guarantee if you kick that nest over, they'll begin to scatter out forward like roaches,
And there will be
contaminating
more.
everything they touch.
I understand, but they didn't do anything yet.
If they're still alive, they did something at some point.
I understand. Are there more reports regarding these guys from other places, or this was the first one?
Are you asking me or Leon?
He's asking Leon. Okay, yeah, he's gonna say I would like to know. He will add I would like to know because I forget Leon is a fucking puka.
um, From what I understand, there are reports in Manhattan. There were the two in Brooklyn, and I haven't heard anything else, but they tend to show up on the weekends.
Would you be? I would like to know if you would be very bit more lenient towards them if they tell us or give us information. Just asking. Or you're still about YOLO solo? No, get them out of here, kinda.
I do not negotiate with the lane.
I understand. Okay. I will inform the council and do what's necessary. I'm sorry that we couldn't move forward regarding the investigation, but it will be done as soon as possible. I want these murderers to be gone as well.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yes, I will.
And if you need any backup, give a call. If they outnumber you, call for backup.
Thank you. It was have a good day.
You as well, he says, and he hangs up.
William feels a bit dirty.
Mm-hmm.
But he tells like Kelgar to smell the places if he smells anything weird.
Can you roll Kelgar's perception alertness?
Yes, I can.
And he should be at normal difficulty because
he is not a fucking changeling.
Yeah.
He has 8 dice in this, and his perception specialty is smell.
Okay. So have him sniff about.
Like, it's weird, but I have
Okay,
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This will be the last thing I give because I gotta wrap this up because the kids are yelling at me. He sniffs and seems very, very upset at something locked behind like steel cellar doors, but they are like triple padlocked.
There's something locked behind
steel cellar doors. Yes, that Kelgar is really upset about.
Okay, let's end the scene there.
Yeah. Okay.